welcome back to the cabin. It's pretty early and I've already had some excitement. Let's talk about it. Well, what an exciting morning. Just having some breakfast, some coffee here and some cereal. But Royce and I were out for our walk this morning and we were adventuring. It was really cool. I saw a whole bunch of different birds, so pretty exciting that all the birds are coming back. You can kind of hear them in the background. And this morning out in our venture, have a listen. You can even hear all the birds all around me. And there's Royce right there. I had to move over because he felt really lonely not being part of the shot. So anyway, yeah, lots of birds around. It's like nice and dewy outside. The warblers are coming back. The kestrel family that we've had here for years. I think they're probably the same genetic pool of birds keep coming back in the same tree every year. Just a few birds at the feeder right now. I mean, they're all singing right now, but I think a few are on their nests and stuff. So the chickadees really aren't, hitting the feeders as much as they usually do. But we were heading over to the field and there's an area there where a skunk had made a den years ago. So anyways, we went over that area. Royce just had really started scenting around. I thought, oh no, please do not aggravate the skunk. We don't need that excitement this morning. It's not the kind of excitement I want. So anyways, as we head over there, he starts really honing in on the den area. And, really, really strong smell. Like you can tell he's in scent mode. He sees something. I don't see anything. So anyways, what I do is I sort of back him off. Like, I don't know. I don't think we should be doing this. And then all of a sudden I see at the periphery of my eye, a fox go running out from another exit point from that den system and go running around the side of the little knoll where that little hole was. So let's take a look. Just startled a fox. Shoot. Probably has a den. It's one of the most haunting cries in the woods. The vixen. So thankfully I have him completely under control on a leash, and we just witnessed the most amazing thing where the fox basically tried to lure us away from the den system and went over on one of the trails and proceeded to make this haunting scream. So we literally sat there for, 10 minutes or so, just sort of watching her, and Royce sort of sat down and was like looking at her. I mean, she was probably about 50 feet away or something like that, but definitely trying to lure us away. So I'm pretty sure she has puppies, which is really cool because there'd be no other way why she'd be doing that. Why she'd be making those kind of noises. Normally they just kind of run off and you just don't see them. But she definitely stayed nearby, and she had initially kind of gone wiggling around past the den and then settled on stopping on one of the trails. So that's really neat. There's the star of the show right there. So anyways, it was really neat. We just stood there really quietly. We didn't want to harass her too much. We tried to get out of there, but Royce was very adamant that he stay around and check it out. But anyways, we moseyed on and then she kind of left, and I'm sure she kind of went back to the den. So I do see a lot of red foxes around the cabin, and they are one of the most haunting cries that you can kind of hear in the woods. There was a den behind the cabin years ago, and now it looks like they've got one set up in that old skunk burrow. So I think a while back I'd seen the skunk carcass a while ago, so something had gotten it. So now the foxes have moved in. Foxes are pretty much everywhere across Ontario and in Canada and the US. So they're very, very abundant. They do follow cycles, with their prey. So you'll see more of them, when there's more small mammals, and less of them when, their prey kind of goes down in number. And quite often they will use the dens of other animals, like, like groundhogs, in this case a skunk, to have their young in. And how many do they have? Well, usually around 5, but I mean, I think there can be more than that. Like a dog, they can have like 10 or something like that. And they can have a few litters per each season. I guess their gestation is a little over 50 days, so that's pretty fast. A lot of them breed here between January and March, and then so right now they're starting to have their puppies. They're probably really, really little at this point, which is super exciting. Certainly nothing else poked out of the den or anything like that, but it'll be really interesting to see this later spring and summer. Hopefully they'll kind of hang out around the field. They do love open areas and pastures and things like that, and kind of the sandy, gravelly soil that we have here. It's easy for them to dig in and make their dens and stuff like that. So this is like a perfect place for them. So welcome, Fox family. This is really exciting. Sorry, Royce scared you so badly. But yeah, it was it was such a nice experience this morning to see that, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the little videos of her. And hopefully maybe we'll get the trail cams out and we'll see kind of what's going on in there, because there's definitely different entrances and exit points to the den. So hopefully we'll get some footage of that. So I'm going to have to dig out the trail cams again and get the batteries all charged up and ready to roll. I think I need another one of those little SD cards. But anyways, so I've been a bit lazy, with my trail cams as of late. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just coming on here quick to tell you a really cool story about the foxes and tell you about your wildlife encounters this spring down below in the comments. All right, hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye.